Hey warriors. So I'm going to do a video on coherence. That's what I've been guided to do. I'm just the messenger. I know a lot of you are going to say, "Well, we already know what coherence is." But apparently, there's a lot of people out there and a big enough part that don't know. Okay? And it's very important right now. So I'm going to try to explain it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right away, right off the rip, that it's not the way that a lot of people talk about it. It's not an agreement. It's not a fucking consensus, if you will, It's not everyone thinking the same thing, you know? Coherence is alignment. It An alignment starts inside. You know, you can we've been conditioned, okay, to think that harmony means, you know, agreement, okay? But and that if there is tension, there's something wrong. That's not the case, we've been taught also to, that peace, our peace requires everyone's to be on the same page or whatever. No, that's not true. Agreement, that is a external thing. Coherence is internal. You can agree, you know, with everyone around you and still be deeply out of alignment with yourself. Okay? You can stand alone in your truth and be deeply coherent. Coherence is when your thoughts, your body, your actions, your emotions are moving in the same direction. Not, and it doesn't have to be a perfection thing, but it is an honesty thing. It's, let me put it to you this way. Your nervous system, when you are in coherence, your nervous system isn't arguing with itself. That's why coherence feels like calm, even when your life is not calm. Okay? Um, here, here's another way to understand it. When something is phase locked, it's synced, not forced, not copied, not controlled. It naturally holds rhythm. Okay? When you're phase locked with your truth, that is when, you stop explaining yourself compulsively. You don't need that constant validation anymore. You don't need to oscillate, from reactions. You don't want to swing on somebody when they tell you to fuck off. You know, I, you feel steady even when you're in a disagreement. You stop leaking all your energy trying to stay understood. Hope I'm helping, because yeah, most of us were trained to be coherent with others, but not with ourselves. So when you stop, you know, agreeing out of habit, you stop smoothing them edges for everybody, and you stop shrinking to maintain the peace, your nervous system panics. It thinks it thinks danger. It thinks something's wrong. It feels like isolation. But you're not breaking connection. You're changing frequency. Here's the paradox. When you're coherent, you don't create more conflict. Okay? You create a clearer resonance. You have some people that move closer, some people move away. That is your body's way of sorting itself out. Coherence doesn't it doesn't demand alignment with everyone else. It simply stops pretending. you know um when you okay so when you're phase locked with your truth, all that drama reduces. Um all that urgency you have, that goes away. Those performative emotions that we put on constantly, they they fade. Your clarity replaces all that fucking chaos, and it can feel really, really quiet at first. No, honestly, it can feel quiet, period. And honestly, it can almost feel too quiet. Okay? But coherence isn't about being right. It's about being aligned. You don't need agreement to be a whole individual. We don't need to agree with each other for us to be a whole collective, to be one, And I think that's the part right there that people get fucked up. Okay? We, you know, phase locking with your truth, when you are there, let the rest organize itself out. That's coherence. I hope I did it some type of justice, because I love you.